In my 10 years of watching anime, this is the most overhyped. And I think I know why it got to this level.
I don't want to hype it up too much, but here I am hyping it up too much. Tell me something that I shouldn't be hype about with this show. I'm looking. Is there something?
Chainsaw Man is a series that is applauded for being different, subverting tropes and whatnot. Whether that makes it more entertaining or not is up to you. However, its characters do break the standard shonen tropes. I mean, just look at the main character. But with this being 12 episodes, the anime will probably feel overhyped or overrated to some watchers. Some of the best moments and fan favorite characters won't even appear yet. I fear that most of the show will be carried by a certain character, Makima. If you've been around anywhere, you certainly already know a bit about Makima. She's that popular. And the thing is, she's going to be popular for all the wrong reasons. Or perhaps these are the right reasons in 2022. Personally, I don't think she's that great of a character, but people won't really be having those discussions at all. Instead, they're going to be talking about how she's a quote-unquote mommy. Although, I could argue that she's not that well written of a character, people are going to be too busy arguing about how she got nerfed in the anime compared to the manga. And I'm not talking about power levels. An average anime fan might see all this hype around her and think that she's the second coming of Jesus Christ, only to be disappointed that it wasn't all that. Look, I don't know what it is with this generation, but people took normal English words and turned them into some type of degenerate slang. Like, for a good population of the younger generation, certain words mean something completely different. Once they see her animated, people are gonna turn into animals. And I mean that actually. If you didn't know, there's a phenomena among a large portion of the Chainsaw Man fanbase called barking. It's a psychological urge to make dog noises upon seeing Makima. An uncontrollable urge.
Here is a Makima fan.
It was already quite loud with still manga panels. Imagine the sounds when she is actually animated. Personally, most of my favorite Chainsaw Man moments won't be animated within 12 episodes. And that's a shame, cause that means Makima is gonna get all the more attention. It's almost as if she's supposed to carry the show. I wouldn't be surprised if dog gets a whole new meaning after this anime. And I think that neither MAPPA would be either. Look at their website, chainsawman.dog. Yes, the website literally ends with .dog. The whole Chainsaw Man community has these weird inside jokes. I mean, well, I hope they're a joke, that they always meme around about, and the industry is in on it. This whole meme marketing thing is bringing a lot of hype. Another example is a very unfortunate girl with tons of memes surrounding her. Some even made it to the mainstream, but Shonen Jump took it to the next level by placing a car in a character popularity poll. They knew what they were doing when they put a car in the poll. Now for the anime onlys out there, this isn't like Disney Pixar cars, like they ain't talking or anything. This is an actual car. If you put something that crazy as an option, you know people are gonna choose it. Apparently this gag is still ongoing as of August, so they intend to keep this forever. This car meme is so popular, I expect it to make some type of random cameo in the anime. If I was MAPPA, I would do that, cause I know some fan would just post a screenshot on Reddit or something and get like 1 million upvotes. Free marketing, right? If you noticed, I haven't really talked about the actual anime that much yet. Well, that's cause this is the reality of the situation. Chainsaw Man got to this level of hype, perhaps overhyped, due to its loud fan base. Now don't get it twisted. It is a good series and should be fairly enjoyable, but the activity from the fanbase could potentially set unrealistic expectations. Now, let's talk about the anime. Let's take a look at one of the biggest sources of hype, the main trailer. At the end of the trailer we see there's going to be 12 songs. This is great, it'll cause more attention to the anime. Basically, it's more avenues for Chainsaw Man content. And not only will people be listening to these songs, but musicians will rush in to react and cover their favorite songs. Multiple songs from well-known artists will drive the anime hype to an astronomical level. Like, remember what happened with Demon Slayer and those songs? Yeah, well, there's 12 chances of that happening now. They basically created a full-length album for this anime. We can't say exactly how much, but it's clear the overall budget for the anime was quite large. You know how parents aren't supposed to have favorite childs? Well, MAPPA's got a favorite child. And Don't take my word for it, just ask the CEO himself, who is such a big fan of Fujimoto that he already decided he wanted to adapt all of Fujimoto's works into anime. For the longest time, manga readers were convinced we were getting a 24 episode anime. Many were disappointed when it was revealed that it would probably be a split core anime with 12 episodes per season. Because of this, a lot of the most anticipated moments wouldn't happen anymore. It'll be interesting to see how the anime is structured because Chainsaw Man chapters are very short, so the pacing could feel very rushed at times. But I doubt they would try to squeeze in more than they already could because it'll just feel more rushed than it's already fast pacing. Because of this, I feel like most of the Chainsaw Man anime could feel like Battle Shonen, Battle of the Week type of anime, to a certain extent. The story is fairly simple, so I would expect most of the hype to be centered around these fights. Although there will be great moments from some of the characters, especially the side characters, the story is not that strong, so I don't expect everyone to be entertained by this. This isn't a show where the writing leaves you with a lot of mystery and foreshadowing and whatnot to discuss each episode. Instead of regular plot twists, the twists you're getting in Chainsaw Man are like the funny type of twist. We can probably expect this anime to have some type of popular meme or whatever from a GIF. And on paper, the fights aren't going to feel very entertaining either. And I say on paper because, well, literally the manga's on paper, but also because I believe MAPPA will pull through and make the fights much more dynamic than they were in the manga. There's this whole carried by animation that anime fans throw around, and I fully expect that to be the case with Chainsaw Man. It's a dude with a chainsaw. If you thought he was going to learn some martial arts or something to help him fight with the blades, you thought wrong. There's no special weapons, there's no special technique, there's no power-ups. He's basically just going to swing his body around like the lovable idiot he is. Judging from the trailer, we can trust MAPPA will make the fights a lot more interesting. I have no problems with Chainsaw Man getting carried by animation, and I hope it does. If getting carried by animation means looking this good, and I hope the whole industry gets carried by animation. And just to further my point that I think the second season of Chainsaw Man anime will be a little more entertaining, at least for me, than the first season, when they announced the voice actors, I was like, bruh, when I saw this one character. Because like when you see the voice actors, you know what the story's gonna be like if you've seen the manga. If you look at my anime list and you see the favorites, dude got 1 favorite. And you compare that to the other characters that like haven't been announced yet for voice actors, this one has over 3,000 favorites. It's just the stark contrast is just so funny for me, honestly. Like, dude got the participation medal.